Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to the Academy of Guitar video series, the Cool Chords. Stanley Williams here. Today we're going to expand on what we have been talking about over the past few videos. We're going to use the C chord shape this time, and we are going to add some embellishments or some color tones to the chord. Then we're going to try to combine those with the other chords that we have talked about and see if we can put them to good combination. So let's start with a little bit of review. 6 strings, string number 1, skinny string, string number 6, fat string, fat number. So we're going to hold the pick in our right hand between the forefinger and the thumb, or just strum with your thumb. Not important at this moment. The C chord shape, finger number 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 on string 2, fret 1, 2 on string 4, fret 2, 3 on string 5, fret 3. Try to strum 5 strings with this. It will sound the best. Frets number 1 and 3, as we did earlier. The embellishments are going to be with our pinky again, because the other 3 fingers are already well used, and the pinky is going to happen on the same fret as string number, or finger number 3. So the pinky is going to go on string number 1 to begin with, and then we're going to lift it and have our normal chord, and then we're going to go to string number 2, and we're going to lift it. The C chord embellishments. We form our regular C shape, placing our 3rd finger on string 5, fret 3, our 2nd finger on string 4, fret 2, our 1st finger on string 2, fret number 1. And we strum only 5 strings, careful not to hit the 6th string in this chord. For our embellishments, we add our pinky on string number 1, fret number 3. It's the same fret that your 3rd finger's on, so you can use that as a visual guide. Then we're going to lift our pinky, play the normal chord, add our pinky on the 2nd string, fret number 3, lift it up to play the normal chord, and as I mentioned, important to skip over the 3rd string and go to the 4th string on the 3rd fret with your pinky, and then lift. Now listen carefully as I emphasize this next one. We are going to go to string number 4, not string number 3. If we go to string number 3, we're going to change the entire type of chord that we have, and it will not be a pleasing embellishment. I'm going to demonstrate that in just a minute. String number 4 with our pinky directly under the 3rd finger. And then lift it. And then our final embellishment, lifting up the middle finger, then strumming. And then back to our normal chord. If I add the 3rd string, that changes the shape from a C shape to a C7 shape, and it will not work very well in this context. It has its own use that it works well for, but not here. This is what it would sound like. All of a sudden we have a different kind of chord. But if you like it, you're welcome to go for it. I use strings 1, 2, and 4. That works beautifully on fret number 1 as well as fret number 3.
Hi, Vicky.
Hi, Vicky. You all know Vicky by now. Once again, you can add the embellishments to any combination that you like. Whatever sounds good, active listening is going to work for you. That's going to be great. Okay, so once again, the C chord embellishments. And what string are we not going to use? Were you paying attention, Christopher?
I was not, but it's a C7.
So we don't want to add string 3 because it turns it into a C7 chord. All right, just making sure that Christopher wasn't
I was
asleep.
distracted by Vicky.
Yeah, I'm just making sure that he wasn't asleep back there. He's distracted by something, all right, but it's not Vicky. So, let's try combining this with the E shape first. This is what we did earlier on in our series, first with the basic E chord moving from fret 1 to fret 8 to fret 6, and then again with the E and the embellishment using the same frets. So we're going to combine the E and the C shapes with the embellishments and see what kind of magic we can come up with. Gotta love those embellishments. That's going to conclude our video for today. Short one. It covers the embellishments on the C chord combined with the E chord. Big boo-boo here.
Uh-oh.
What did we forget, Christopher? Come on, dig deep.
E chord.
We forgot to add the A chord.
A chord, yes.
We
From
have
video
done it.
2 in Cool Chords.
That's right.
Yeah.
We have embellishments in our A chord as well, and in my dreary stupor here, I let it slip my feeble mind. So I'm going to take a step backwards here, and we're going to add the A chord into the mix.
Almost like we know what we're doing.
Almost like we know what we're doing. It's not really true though, but we're going to fake it. All right. I promised you in video 1 of this series we were going to leave all of the bloopers and the guffaws and all the mistakes intact.
And Vicky.
And Vicky as well. So that you can see that everything is on a human level here. We all make errors.
Except for Vicky.
Except for Vicky. And we just let it roll off our back. And even the mighty Beethoven, if you don't know who that is, look him up. Even the mighty Beethoven said, "Let the bad ones fall under the table." So if you make a bad note, you just pass it by and keep right on going.
Which is different than doing it again and acting like it belonged. From video 4.
That's right. That was the old jazz professor, Kenny Ollendorf. And Kenny used to say, if you make a mistake, make it twice, and everybody thinks it belongs. That's actually not bad advice. Sometimes it works better than others, though. All right. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you very much. When we get to our next video, we're going to introduce our final chord of the Cool Chord series, the D chord embellishments. And that will be video number 8. And that will conclude this portion of the Cool Chord series. And after that, we're going to be going into a new series. So with all that, I say thank you very much for joining us at the Academy of Guitar video series, Cool Chords. Stanley Williams here as your host and your teacher. Thank you so much for joining us. Good night.